Hello everyone, my name is Maria and welcome to the channel. Today we continue playing Not for Broadcast, a game about journalism, politics, critical thinking and a lot of other important things. Day 1975, the sterility. Let's see what it is about.
Hello, Alex. I've checked the schedule for tonight. Nothing major to report. Certainly isn't anything you can't handle. Still, at least my daughter's in for Advance's new initiative. That should liven things up a bit here. Keep up the good work.
Of course, boss. Thank you. We can see that everything is looking amazing with Advance logo, of course. Why there is nothing here? Really? What's going on?
Ever-popular Prime Minister reads extracts from her diary in front of a warm fire. Then, at 10:30, it's the latest episode of our drama series, Betterment, which tells the inspirational story of Emily Dennisworth and the brave doctors and technicians struggling to help her shed her old...
She's the floor manager.
Hi, Stacey.
That's Colin. He, do you know what, just don't talk to Colin.
Not getting involved in bringing your daughter to work, Colin?
Nah, we don't believe in it.
All right, come and sit next to Mum.
So this is her daughter,
days.
okay.
Atta girl.
10 seconds, everybody. For all of it.
Monday's a myth.
That explains so much. Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome to the NNN. I'm Megan Wolfe. And who's this, you might be wondering? Well, it's Bring Your Daughter to Work Day here at Channel 1. So I'm joined tonight by my foster daughter, Stacey. Say hello, Stacey.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, she's nice.
All right then, here are the stories that matter to you. First up, with Advance confirming that the nuclear fallout from the 20-week war is to blame for the drop in birth rates across the territories, we asked you what keeps you going. I know that I, for one, was quite deflated when I heard about this, but reading all your submissions has really put the smile back on my face. This is from Sonia in Larkfordshire. I've had plenty of time to fill, so I've started a new hobby. Since I started knitting, I barely remember that 85% of the country is sterile. My record is this scarf. It's 124 metres long. Thank you for that. And if you've started a new hobby, do write in and tell us about it. Next up, you know how we love your uncanny, comestible coincidences, and I don't know about you, but I think this one really takes the biscuit. I'm not sure what I'm more impressed by, Stacey. The things our viewers spot, or the unbelievable way our menu centres are now able to feed every team member every single day. Greg from Paddington has sent us this lovely photo of their breakfast, saying, I couldn't bring myself to eat my toast this morning because I could swear it bore the spitting image of the great Julia Salisbury's relatable face. So I had to make do with a plate of butter and 2 spoonfuls of jam. Do keep those coming in. Come on, can you have a go? We've just got time for one more of your stories, and this one is an inspiring story of rehabilitation. That's it, just tell us who it's from, yeah, and then read it out, okay?
Apparently, this is from Sherry in Pendon. Here I am, just 6 months out of Betterment. I'm healthy, sober and working thanks to the facilities I had access to on the inside. I'll never have to go back to
So Betterment is like prison but with brainwashing.
Down charity shops. I just wanted to share.
We absolutely love hearing the way our neighbours and team members have been able to become better people. So do let us know your stories here. You can do this bit, Stacey.
No, you're right, thanks.
Come on, give it a try.
Megan is so excited.
Let us know your stories here at the NNN.
Right, bit of a change of pace coming up here. You'll need to use the S effect buttons for the next segment, but Advance have already selected when and what to use. Simple stuff. Just follow your government orders.
We'll see. So basically they're trying to say that everything is good, everyone is happy, and it's just all amazing, you know?
First up tonight on the NNN, it's time to celebrate this week's team lottery winners live from the Shakespeare Theatre right here in the capital. We're going to hand over to Julia Salisbury. I suppose you don't think much of her either, eh, Stacey?
She's got a lot more going for her than you wankers.
Okay, surprising vote of approval there from Stacey. Let's go live to that right now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's Team Awards.
Wait, I don't think I have a choice.
Of all the many duties I have as team leader,
I don't.
this is by far the most pleasant. As I so often say to you, the uneven past is now, following the demise of Disrupt, firmly behind us. This is...
All right, I can just not press it.
And I say to you, it's better now. I am delighted to be joined here tonight by one of the oldest people in Territory 1. He was born over 107 years ago. Please give a warm team welcome to Alfie Touchbadger. So, Alfie, you must have seen so much in your lifetime. What have been some of the highlights? Alfie? Is he all right?
Oh, what's happening?
His hearing aid isn't turned on.
Oh, could you turn it on?
He says it drains the battery.
Well, will you tell him that we'll buy him a brand new battery after the presentation?
Yeah, he says that's fine then. And I will help him with that, yeah.
If you would. Sorry, can't get the staff.
This is so awkward. Especially without the sound effects.
So, Alfie, what? You're 107 years old.
And we can see that 85% of people are sterile.
Would you like to tell the audience what that's like?
We suspected that a long time ago, that there is something wrong with the food, and it was before Disrupt.
Oh, bless him, it's not just the ears.
Who are you? 2 sugars, please.
I'm Julia Salisbury, the Prime Minister.
A likely story. Who are you really?
No, I really am the Prime Minister.
Oh, but you're a
woman?
Yeah, a woman. One of
Women
them.
can do anything men can do these days, Alfie.
Can you piss standing up?
I can't say I've ever tried.
No, I didn't think so. 2 sugars, please, and not too much milk.
Shall we get to the awards, Alfie?
Oh, aren't you going to ask me about my life?
Well, I'm not sure we have enough time left now for that, so...
When I was 9, I wanted a pet, so I asked my mum and pap.
She's clearly annoyed.
And then, back then, we made our own entertainment out of coal and roadkill.
Well, that's fascinating.
So they got me a
So
pet,
basically there is nothing left of the news, so we can see that.
They told me it were a dog, but it were a stone.
A stone?
Yes. So I called it Patch, which were a popular name for a dog.
I think that the
back
first
then,
segment
but
is here to show us this, and then we will get some action, probably.
2 pretty little Gertie Thimble, who lived up the road.
Oh, how romantic.
She threw my dog in the river. That was the day I decided I'd never marry.
And that's the secret to your long life?
Oh no, I've been married 7 times.
Oh.
Divorced 8. There was a mix-up with number 3, see. Yes, I'm just lucky. Are we going back to the home soon?
Soon, Alfie. First, let's turn to the reason we're all here. The weekly
How is he
Territory
not
Team
in transition
Awards.
center?
First up tonight is a lady who really knows how to put in the extra hours. She works at a transition centre in Hamble Bamblebury, and she has single-handedly allowed more families to unburden each other than any other nurse in Territory 1.
Unburden each
In the
other.
uneven past, she'd have been locked up. Tonight, she is being honoured as a team player. Please welcome Daphne Snister.
Oh, hello, Daphne.
Are you here to change me?
Just give her a medal, Alfie. There's a good boy.
Right, gotcha. I mean, 2 sugars, please.
I thought they already got rid of all the old people.
Give me one of those.
Well,
There he goes. Look.
I can't get the arms up any higher than that. You'll have to go down now.
Thank God those fractious times are behind us, and now the territories are thriving.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. As the actress said to the bishop.
Yes, thank you. I've got it from here.
Well done. Daphne Snister, everybody. Now, open your envelope and find out...
Oh, sorry.
Crikey, don't hold back there. She's tougher than one of Peter's homemade Eccles cakes.
Got it. I've won a holiday for 2 in Territory 15. It used to be called San Palmerino, didn't it?
I believe it did, yes.
Why couldn't we have stuck with that then? It's easier to remember.
Oh.
We're all one nation now.
Hang on a minute. Isn't it still on fire?
Daphne Snister,
Oh.
everyone.
Oh, what about
Isn't
my
it still
change?
on
I've been
fire?
eating 5 francs for 3 days now.
We'll get to that, Alfie.
Oh, right you are, love.
Next up tonight is
Still,
a couple
like several years later.
after a rocky start losing their family's ill-gotten gains to the Assets and Wealth Act, have really embraced the new future, setting up a community farm and petting zoo in their local area for all the local children to play. Please welcome Otho and Lobelia Jackson Randy-Gannett. Medals, Alfie.
Do you know, when I was in the trenches, I had a pal called
This is
Scotty
such a
Wilson.
strange show.
He was from way up north, so I didn't understand a bloody word he said. But he were my best mate.
Should we just grab them for ourselves?
Probably for the best.
And his best mate was Smudger Ace. There was them 2. Fiddly Eric, Unstable Terry, and of course, Leggy Sydney.
To be honest, I kind of like the music.
For a girl. But she had a boy's name, so they shipped her to the front anyway. First girl any of us has ever seen close up. She's dead now. They all are. Smudger and Scotty never made it home. Fiddly got shanked in Frankfurt prison in argument over an olive. And Terry, he exploded quietly at home. Sydney got a
So it's been like 6 years under advance and they still have these shows and everything, so propaganda is working.
So, Otho and Lobelia, a petting zoo.
After we lost all our wealth, we discovered there were actually people who had never even owned a pony.
I used to have 3.
So we decided to do something about it. That's the type of people we are, you see. Advantage of a private education, probably.
Well, I'm sure we could debate that all night, but there's no time. So, let's see what you've won.
Yes, but before we do, there's something I wanted to say to you.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Every citizen of the new future has my ear.
Good. When Advance came to power, you took all of our wealth. You took the shirts off of our backs.
Quite literally, in my case, I used to collect shirts.
Well, you might as well have the rest of it, too.
Oh, security!
Oh God, not again. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. Fannies and the news are not good bedfellows. Keep those flappy bits off my channel, Alex.
Sure.
Much better. And you
As we can
are?
see, they are still protesting even 6 years later.
It isn't right and it isn't fair.
You tell him, girl. That's my wife, you know. Oh, no, you don't.
You can't mix pearls with swine, it isn't right! We used to have 3 horses, fed and defessel and hung well! And now what have we got? 2 mangy goats, 1 mongrel dog called Kenneth, and a rooster that won't bloody shut up!
Can we get this over quickly with, please?
As the actress said to the bishop.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Hello, Alfie Tadge-Badger. Pleased to meet you.
Look at it, Jackson Sergeant Gannett, there's our
Oh!
Stop them!
Oh, don't worry, love. I'll protect you. Oh.
I'll protect you. Oh my god, that's so sweet. That's actually quite nice.
You know, this reminds me of when I was in my 20s and we go to the promenade at Shining-on-Sea and watch all the pretty girls on
Okay, I'll do one.
Everything was black and white then, of course. We'd visit the Penny Arcade and try to win a block of lard to take home to the family. You couldn't buy lard in those days. You had to win it. Oh,
what is he doing?
He was so much simpler back then. Boys were boys, girls were girls.
That's disgusting.
Everyone else was recruited by the circuses. There were loads of them, you see, circuses, with their big tents and their candy floss. You'd hear the music, the pipe organ, drifting over the nearby fields. My mum used to call it the most magical sound in the world. This was before she lost her hearing after giving a particularly loud round of applause.
Sorry.
Did you ever go to the circus?
What's that, Alfie?
The circus. Oh, never mind. Yeah, just a tea, pet.
Well, that was an unexpected dose of naked nostalgia. Some people simply can't let go of the past. That's why I look in joy and fervent admiration at the younger generation. So cohesive, such a team. And with fertility falling throughout the territory...
You know, it kind of feels like she is tired of all of this herself.
Our final winner tonight is a go-getter who really went and got him, helping to root out more than 170 disrupt collaborators in his own neighbourhood. Since then, he's gone on to be a senior cohesion cadet leader and
I hope it's not our son.
Entertainment at last year's Camp Cooperation. Our final winner tonight, Edwin Neverley.
Thank God.
Oh, Alfie Treasure.
You should be in a transition centre, you old nonk.
I knew he would say that.
It's an absolute pleasure to finally meet you. We're very similar, in my opinion.
Well, I've never been much of a role model.
Nonsense, Prime Minister. You have saved this country. You have fought enemies, foreign and domestic, with an iron fist. As with my own tiny fist.
Oh.
Well, let's open the envelope and find out what you've won. Maybe it'll be a fist enlargement.
Yeah, we can see that he grew up with this system, so he loves her.
A year's internship as a behaviour coach at Betterment. It's just what I've always wanted. Let's show the fools where they went wrong, eh?
Well, actually, Betterment is about rehabilitation, Edwin.
Absolutely. And if they don't reintegrate, we retaliate. Just like you did on Liberation Night. Thank you for this award, and stay vigilant. Report the non-cohesives, be a team player.
That concludes tonight's awards.
She has some feelings, apparently.
Things will be a lot more normal. Back to you, Megan.
Prime Minister Salisbury there at a highly eventful team awards ceremony. Any thoughts on this week's winners?
I want to know what he's saying.
The nurse was fucking scary, the pretties were saggy, and that little prick will never lose his virginity.
Okay, well, succinctly put there, if a little profane. After the break, we'll be going live to a star-studded premiere. You won't believe who's on the red carpet tonight. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back after this.
Sure.
Oh, Alex, one other... What's that? You're off already?
One thing about him.
I know you had to take the day off work, Petunia, but...
Piss off to your mother.
Oh, I see. No luck still with Theodore. I'm so sorry, darling. Of course.
Oh, 2 sugar.
I'll speak to you later.
Please, love.
Oh, Alex, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Blast it all. You're lucky your Susie is a key worker and exempt for today.
All right. An exam for today. I kind of missed what they were talking about. I think it was interesting. Hopefully you caught that.
Jeremy, are you watching us?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear.
All right, so they were talking about Jeremy. What is going on
Every
here?
metric. We are producing more and faster than ever before. We have more time to focus on our inner lives, for leisure, for art. We have less stress, and we are healthier than ever. Our new future is secure.
Yeah, sure.
They do know I have a Queen's View degree in journalism.
Bet you wish you'd studied something useful now, eh?
All this bring your daughter to work day. What a joke.
Where is our honoured guest?
I don't know, she's probably sniffing around that boy band, Hotspot.
Heat Rash. Hotspot won it last year.
Heat Rash. Oh, God, they're running out of names, aren't they?
I hear the computer comes up with them, the songs too. Ah, there she is, and just in time too.
That was relevant.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
What have you been up to?
What's it to you?
And we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. Stacey's still here.
Wishing she wasn't.
Thanks, Stacey. And in this segment, we're delighted to have sent Robin and Patrick to the movies. Yes, tonight is the world premiere of The Automated, starring Lawrence Blunderclatch and the late, great Helena Canterbury Boatshoe. And all the stars are out tonight. We first covered this film almost 5 years ago, back when it was called The Medicated. Then, for mysterious reasons, the film was suddenly pulled the night before its release. Well, since then, executive producer George Focus has spent 5 long years polishing the film.
So it's been 5 years,
Special edition premiering tonight with extensive state-of-the-art visual effects and a top-quality voice team. George says it's the movie he always wanted to make. Now, let's take a look at it.
Oh. Sure.
I can't deconstruct it.
Captain?
I can't deconstruct it. Robots!
Is this a wig?
You think I don't grow that?
Alright.
No, Dick, I'll kill you. Think of satin.
There's something on your face, Chief Harrison!
Oh. Alright.
I wish you were real, baby. Flesh and blood.
Captain Quasar.
But you're just ones and zeros, baby. If only I'd noticed.
Captain Quasar.
You rusted, but I didn't notice.
Captain.
I'm buffering, Dick, you said.
Got one on you.
God damn it, lost it all!
Here's a map.
What's a map? Okay, so head north on Interstellar Avenue, left at the asteroid belt, and a tricky three-point
What is this even about, like this movie, and why is it important?
This is the key.
We could shut it down.
Yes, we could shut it down! But we have to ask ourselves, who are we?
Why? What is this? Alright, we'll see.
Gosh, thrilling stuff. What did you think, Stacey?
The robots were alright, I guess.
They certainly were. Let's go over to Robin Short now in Western Square, who I believe has got the star of the show. Robin!
You, shall we?
Yes, we are live from Western Square with a man
This guy
who needs
again.
no introduction, Lawrence Blunderclatch. How has your evening been so far?
Magical. Absolutely magical. My most dear friends all gathered here to celebrate my work.
I'm surprised we are not getting disrupt interference of any kind.
With award season just around the corner, are you hoping to add to your collection for a third time?
Well, I really couldn't say. But if the association deigned to honour me for a fourth time, so be it. It's really not for me to say. But let's just say that I know of 3 little gold men who are getting rather lonely.
Absolutely.
Because I've won 3. 3 little awards.
We know.
And each more deserved than the last. Well, it's safe to say that your career has gone supersonic in the last couple of years. How's that been?
Well, as I was saying to Stephen only yesterday, that's Stephen Spellman. The
Sure.
Stephen Spellman. Lovely chap. I mean, unbelievable mind. I said, Stephen, you know, this really has been quite the ride. Did you know what he said?
Oh, sorry.
Wow. And what do you attribute your success to?
Well, if we're talking actual numbers, I'd have to say 60% talent, 30% looks, and 10% passion, brackets general. Not to mention the incredible coverage on election night. That really was the start of it all. That and my own range of sick bags. Lawrence's chunder catch.
Oh, wow. Who could forget? Well, it's been a delight talking to you.
What is this?
Always. Thank you so much. Well, Patrick Bannon should be with Lil C for a conversation that doesn't
This is
involve
Lil
vomit.
C?
Patrick! Thank you, Robin. Fingers crossed. I'm joined here by pop icon. It's Lil C.
Is it?
And her father, country singer and alien worshipper, Billy Bob Jean Short.
Howdy.
So, Lil C, what's with the bag?
She knows what she's done.
Well, we love this look. Is it one of yours?
No, you know it's not. We don't do that anymore.
Yes, of course. Your clothing label went bankrupt, didn't it?
Oh.
Yes, because a certain TV show failed to fulfill their contractual obligations.
Well, you look great.
Well, that's probably due to her new cosmetics and wellness brand.
Well, I'm not sure that it is.
Let her show you. This is our new eyeshadow palette. She calls this one Glands.
Wow, it's scented. Wow.
So this is because we didn't promote her clothing line. We showed Disrupt instead of that.
Oh, wow. Why is it so salty?
It's organic. And this, our next one, this body spray, this is a body mist which rebalances your hormones and actually smells like fertility.
Oh, right. Yeah. Wow.
You feel that?
Yeah. Yeah, that burns.
All this is part of Lil C's new range, straight from my veins.
Oh, good Lord.
Breeze Craglar!
So, you're retiring from the music industry. That must be hard.
Well, she's way past her prime, Patrick. It was very hard for her to accept at first, but the industry's very, very sure about these things.
Well, you sure we can't convince you to release just one last album?
I kind of feel bad for her, to be honest.
We have another album ready, but that's for the label to release in case she dies over the next 10 years or so.
Oh, really?
Well, given the way she's going, you might get it by Christmas.
Well, we better let you get back.
Now,
I mean, she was pretty smart.
we need the money. So, she's also available for parties, weddings, funerals, and bar mitzvahs.
Well, thank you, Lil C.
Oh, wait, this guy is here, but he was against Advance.
Jesus! Is it obvious I'm sweating, Robin?
Absolutely is, Patrick. Jesus, how are you?
Yeah, you know, I'm good. I'm great. No thanks to you, silencing me, silencing the truth.
Are you referring to your attempt to incite violence against the democratically elected leaders of this country on live TV?
Yeah, exactly. And instead of being held a visionary, my management and agent, they all dropped me.
Oh, no.
But you can't break me when you didn't make me, you understand? See, I'm the voice, I'm the hope. You can lock me up, call the doctors, but only the moon can judge me.
So, what have you been up to since your team cut ties with you?
You know, keep building, keep moving. I'm actually working on a track right now. Written, recorded, directed, all by myself.
How's he allowed
Can
here?
we hear a bit of it?
Well, now.
I know I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure the people at home would love to as well.
Yeah, sure, of course. Give me the mic. Yo. The news tried to shut my mouth, but it won't be long until they go south. Cause my name's Big J and you can't stop me. See, no censorship can stop me.
He was not prepared.
Yeah, see, that's all I've got at the moment.
Did you just rhyme me with me?
No! Daddy promised this wouldn't happen again. You're supposed to clap and say, well done, Julian, well done.
Well done, Julian.
Thank you. Now, ask me a polite question. Now walk away nicely.
Okay, is it true that you're heir to a hotel chain?
What? Where did you hear that?
And that you're very much alive parents
La, la,
are
la,
currently
la,
on the
la,
run
la,
for
la,
massive
la, la, la,
financial
la, la,
hoarding.
la.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you trying to censor me?
Okay, that's kind of funny. Oh, they are talking about something. I want to hear.
Jesus there, who really does seem to be going from strength to something.
Okay, so we need to check out 2 rushes so far.
It really is the who's who of whatever here. I'm going to see if I can grab a moment with someone rather special. I hope you're not too jealous, Megan. Back to you.
Robin, but I think Stacey and I are probably in quite enough trouble where we are. So, 3 big names there, Stacey.
Yeah, big names.
Any thoughts about them, maybe from your generation's perspective?
You won't like my opinions.
Oh, go on, try me.
Well, Bumbadonk is so old he's like 1 week away from a transition centre, so who cares? And Lil C was cool when I was like 12 or something, but now she's just another fucking loony. And Jesus is a disrupt-loving wanker who should have died with the rest of them 3 years ago.
With the rest of them.
You agree with me?
Did we kill Disrupt?
Like your opinions. But thankfully, we can go back to Patrick now, who has another familiar face to catch up with. Oh, Patrick, what's the atmosphere like there?
It's absolutely buzzing here, Megan. The anticipation is killing us. But a little birdie's told us that any moment now we should get a glimpse of someone incredibly popular with our viewers. A favourite destination for many of the fans. Yes, the Mayor of Bumley will be arriving literally any second now.
Ooh.
No sign of him yet, but as you can tell, the atmosphere here...
Really, we don't have Disrupt anymore? And that's why I'm not getting anything?
Patrick Bannon, NNN. What's it been like since Bumley got so popular?
Well, it's been wonderful. The tourism numbers have exploded.
Oh, I think it's our Pleasure Corp.
Investors have ploughed millions into the town. We've got more Bumleyan jobs. It's brought more Bumleyan homes. We're all very grateful.
That's good.
Of course, it's not all bums and roses. It's almost impossible to get a good look at the whole these days. The crowds are unbelievable. Who can blame them? It's a bloody marvellous hole.
And how have you found public service?
Well, to be frank with you, it's been the greatest honour of my life to serve the town that I love so dearly. From the banks of the graceful Taint to the quiet elegance of the vomit-soaked car park outside the 24-hour petrol station. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, a gift, and I can't thank the mayor enough for all he's done.
Now I'm scared that I didn't do enough for Disrupt.
That's a bit of what it's like to be elected to such a prestigious office.
Oh, this is the mayor. He's cute.
And do you have any words for your legions of fans out there? Stoic, but blistering honesty from the Right Honourable Peanut T. Fortescue there. And his PA.
A proclamation! Quickly, fetch a policy bag.
Brilliant.
Yes, sir. We'll get it ratified at once.
Well, there you have it, Megan. What an honour to literally see local government at work there.
Sure.
I'm still in shock. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Patrick. What a colourful interview there on what looks like an amazing night. They certainly know how to make an entrance, I hope. And the automated really does seem to have unstoppable written all over it, because despite Boris Horsey in Hours magazine calling it Lawrence Blunderclatch's overly long suicide note, in a review which ends with the words, and he hasn't even had the decency to see it through, the film, which is free to all residents of the territories, has seen record pre-bookings.
I think these are our scientists, right?
And months, but let's go back to those lucky few seeing it tonight. Oh, I'm so jealous. Robin, you see...
Oh, sorry.
Well, I thought I saw some leprechauns in the green room, but I think it might have been someone's kids. But I know, they just keep coming. And here are some more famous faces, or famous brains, I suppose. It's Dr. David Wong and Dr. Ingrid is also here. We have been following your plight so closely on our show over the last few years. What's it like to be back on dry land?
It's so wonderful. I'm still not used to it. Every time I see the sun, I want to just scream out in joy.
I'm grateful every day to your viewers for their support.
So they got out.
Without them,
it's amazing.
Well, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's fine.
And am I right in thinking that you two have a lovely little boy together? Dante's 3 now, and he's gorgeous. Oh, what a beautiful family.
Not since she left me.
Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to, It's fine.
Oh, it's fine, is it?
Well, what happened? Well, you know, the normal story. Sometimes things aren't as easy as they were when all you had was a kid.
No sooner was she able to see me in daylight than she was zooming off with a moron.
Oh, she's not a moron. She's a doctor.
A dermatologist is not a doctor.
So sorry about this.
That's fine. I'm sure she's got lovely skin, but forgive me if I don't ask her to do a coronary artery bypass.
If you carry on eating those pies, you might have to.
Here we go again.
So, as I understand, we are now getting conclusions of some of our stories.
At least she doesn't have a PhD in biomechanics.
You take that back.
Well, thanks to you both for pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. Arsehole. Crikey! Well, the movie's about to start, so Patrick and I are about to share a box of overpriced popcorn. Back to you, Megan.
Thanks, Robin. Lucky you, and enjoy the movie. The Automated opens in cinemas across the territories this weekend. What a star-studded event, eh, Stacey?
Who cares? No one goes to the cinema these days.
Of course. We'll be back after these messages.
Sure.
I still go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Well, yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
Oh, what about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better?
That's where you come in.
All right, you are. Got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
I really think I didn't help disrupt enough. I feel like I played way too pro-advance. To be honest, I just kinda was scared of swaying
We seem to be a bit bunched up
in the
at this
opposite
end.
direction.
Don't worry. It's so cool.
It's what now?
It's
Oh, here's Megan. She's going to be interviewing you.
Hello. Hi.
This is her. This is Stacey.
Well, hello there, Stacey.
Fuck off, Ronnie.
Right. No, I'm sorry, but if we can't be polite, you're going to have to wait in the dressing room.
Whatever.
Do you want to go and wait in the dressing room?
So we can see that young people are definitely just, you know, kind of horrible here.
No. Thank you.
Okay. And sit up straight. You're ruining my shot.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
no co.
Fucking right, Noko.
What's that? What's no?
Bring in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. For our final segment tonight, Stacey and I are delighted to be joined by Heat Rash. Their new album, Girls and Why We Love Them All, comes out this weekend. So, let me see if I can get this right. It's Nolan.
I write the songs.
Ronnie.
That's what it says on my tattoo.
Oh, you got a tattoo of your name on yourself. Okay.
In case he forgets it.
This raconteur, you must be Chinny.
Stop.
Why do they call you Chinny?
It's because of this ugly old thing.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh God, you're so fucking embarrassing.
Dale. Crikey, Dale, you do not look old enough to be in a band.
I get that a lot. I'm actually 23, the oldest one. I have a growth disorder.
God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's so cool, Preeti.
He's only messing with you.
He's actually 58.
Okay, right, I see. You're going to be a handful, aren't you, boys?
Mum.
And you must be TP. What does TP stand for?
Tiny prick.
It stands for team player.
I see.
Course.
How long have you had that nickname?
Ever since Nolan decided Terry Prodance was a shit name for a member of a boy band.
No co, Ronnie.
Yeah, no co, Ronnie.
Sorry, what does no-co mean?
It's the opposite of SoCo.
Ah. For fuck's sake. SoCo.
Yeah.
So cohesive. You pretees say cool.
Right.
Pretees. Old people like, right?
Sorry about her.
Not your fault. She's uneven.
So you guys met through a popular show on one of our rival channels, didn't you?
Yeah, Team Players with a Z.
So how did that work then?
Well, actually, Dale and I knew each other from school. We were actually classmates. And
fuck's sake, Nolan, mate. Give someone else a chance. We all went on Team Players. We all auditioned. The judges put us into bands, and yeah, we went to their houses and they just put.
So just like
It's an example
X
of how we're
Factor,
some of our
right?
parts when we work in harmony.
And occasionally singing it. So every week on the show, they get these bands and they give them a song that the producer just found from under the bin somewhere.
Actually, I write the songs.
And the public would phone in and decide which song they like best.
Right, and then the losers would be eliminated.
What?
Yeah. Mum, what?
NoCo. Pretty. So NoCo.
The band who get the most approval gets to play their song again.
Sure. So what happens to the losers then?
Mum!
What do I keep doing wrong?
We don't use the L word anymore.
Why?
What, you mean losers?
Would you please stop saying that?
It's like a slur.
It's a pejorative. It's a word designed to diminish. At Go Getters, I learned very early that we only win when everybody wins.
But, sorry, that's not real life, is it? That's just sports board, no?
Thought you were SoCo.
Yeah, I am SoCo.
Nah, you're a shrinker. Can't be friends with shrinkers.
She doesn't know what you're talking about. She doesn't understand.
So I do understand, actually, Stacey.
What's a shrinker?
Well, a shrinker.
What's a preteen, Mum?
Well, I think it means someone who's older, doesn't it?
Pre-territories.
It's someone who turned 18 before the new future. We call you pretees.
Unevens.
Mimis.
Nonks.
It's not her fault she's old. She can't help it.
I'm not that old.
I'm trying
actually.
to help you here.
I don't think I need your help.
See? Total Mimi.
Is that so?
Yes, obviously.
You know what the real problem with you lot is? You just can't get over the fact that your beloved Disrupt are gone and you just don't fit in anymore. But the truth is, Disrupt were violent, no-co pricks being led by a fucking psycho. I'm glad they lost, and you should be too.
Listen, not
So they officially lost.
Disrupt, Stacey.
Not everyone, no, but one fuck-off lot of you did.
SoCo, Stacey. SoCo.
We've all learned maybe a little bit more than we expected.
So obviously we can see people who grew up with this ideology.
And before we end the show tonight, I think you're going to sing for us.
Which is really scary, to be honest.
A song from Girls and Why We Love Them All called Pieces of My Heart, which is about a real relationship I had with an actual girl.
Oh, Nolan, give it a rest, mate. No one cares. Go on, let's get on these stools, lads.
Right.
So, Stacey, can I get your contact?
Oh, she's 15. Go on, piss off and sing your song, Terry. Christ.
Right you are.
So, here they are with their latest single, Pieces of My Heart.
I'm
Are you excited,
scared.
Stacey?
Not for me, no. I only listen to blip music and a bit of jizzcore. Pop music is...
Ah, yes, I know I meant to mention this earlier. Apparently, these newfangled boy bands change singer all the bloody time. Try and follow along, eh? Keep
Sure.
a shot on whoever is currently singing the lead vocal.
I saw you standing by the man you sent with a brand new pair of Lakers, baby. Do you remember? You took the first of the pieces of my heart. You wandered into a bush and grabbed a vodka and stank. Took our assets and our wealth and drew them out of the bag. I gave you little pieces of my heart. I didn't know two hearts could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last and leave them in the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I don't want you to pay. You make me crazier than Neil today. Liberation night, girl, I was sitting beside you. We sat there shaking all the way through incisors. We held each other as things fell apart. We took a train through all the territories and we threw away the rules and wrote our personal stories. You took a dozen pieces of my heart. I didn't know that life could ever feel like this, girl. It's like you were custom made for me by Remington's fist. I take all of the loves that didn't last. I leave them there, the uneven past. Share the new future as my bride. Snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times you have cried. As my old mom used to say, blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Make me crazier than Neil today. And now I'm staring at your membership card. There's your picture beaming brighter than a handful of flaws. I'm trying to find the pieces of my heart and leave them in the uneven parts. Share the new future as my bride. You snatch me inside. There's no need to hide all the times that you cried. As my old man used to say, you blow me away. I just want you to stay. I just want you to play. You make me crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil. Crazier than Neil today.
Okay, that was good. That was really nice, to be honest.
That was actually really good. Best of luck. Thank you for coming in. Now it's almost time for final thoughts tonight. And I've actually asked Stacey to write a few, and they're just being programmed onto the auto cue now. Now, I have no idea what she's going to say. So, fingers on that bleep button in the broadcast room, just in case. Take it away, Stacey.
My name is Stacey. I guess you know that by now. Don't know why I put that in there. Anyway. I don't watch the news. There's no need. You hear all the important stuff from your mates, so I don't know what's considered important anymore. But I'm pretty sure that it's not rehashed movies and fucking boy bands, so anyway. I'm going to talk about what's important to me. When Advance were first elected 6 years ago, I was 9 and in a home. Not a family home like you call a home. This was a state children's home. It was fucking awful, actually. It was like a Charles Dickens book. The roof leaked and the walls were damp some mornings. The food was bad. Drugs and alcohol were everywhere. No one cared. You had to watch your back all the time because there weren't enough staff to manage us. And yes, as you'd imagine, there was a lot of... Some bad stuff went down there with some of the staff, okay? Not all of them, but the others knew, and they didn't stop it. And then Advance won the election. And like a miracle, things started to change. They got better. We had nicer food. The home was not just repaired, but redecorated and kitted out with books and sports stuff and musical instruments and video games. Most of the staff were fired, and the new ones, which there were more of, spent time talking and working with the bullies. And you know what? A second miracle. It worked. The bullying stopped. Life, my life, got better. Because finally, there was enough money to do the good things, and Advance had the guts to do it. I joined Go-Getters, and on Liberation Night, that gave me a group of friends that I could talk with when the bombs went off and the power went out. Another miracle. I wasn't alone anymore. And that was the night I finally understood the importance of being in a team. So here's my final thought. I know the people who were doing better under the old system long to go back. You say, we were freer, but what you mean is, we were richer. But for every one of you, there is 100 of me. And even now, after all you've had taken away, you are still doing better than I am, than I likely ever will. You still have homes of your own and families of your own who love you. And I'll never have that. So maybe you should stop looking for the worst interpretation of everything this amazing government does and realise it's not for you. It's for the millions like me. And you can cry and bleat all you want, but you're never going to get your money back because it's already been spent on miracles.
Wow, thank you, Stacey.
Stand by.
And we're out.
It was such a good speech.
Is that all right?
Yes, that was more than all right.
Nicely done. I think you might have actually given them something to think about.
That was amazing.
So I guess you're going to be taking me back to the home now then?
I was thinking we could go out somewhere and, I don't know, have a meal, talk about our options, if that's okay.
Of course, Miss Wolf. Security will be standing by.
Thank you.
So they're always there then?
There was a thing a few years ago now.
Oh, with that Jeremy bloke? I heard about that, everyone did. Were you here back then? Doesn't look old enough.
She's growing on me.
Yeah, she does that.
And I really like that they included her speech because it really makes you think, about whether it's all worth it. But things like Liberation Night, for example, no, there is nothing I can support in that, personally. So let's continue and see what's next. And this broadcast was so long, unexpectedly long, to be honest. I was so sure that was the last one. Apparently not. Interesting. Advance up. Advance up? Why? What did I do? I literally didn't censor anything. Okay, I really wanted to check out a couple of rushes, so let me find them. Alright, let's hear.
Happy now? Yeah, ecstatic. You know what? This actually used to be called the National Nightly News. Now it's just...
Nobody cares.
Everything all right here? You okay, Stacey? Can I get you a glass of water? Good luck.
Kill me.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my murdering kit today.
Pissy.
Do you want me to leave?
No, Stacey, I just want you to try.
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
This is true because as soon as she tried, Megan was just like so happy and actually wanted to go and have dinner with her and maybe connect. So she wasn't lying. Let's see if we have anything else.
See, if we could just reduce the word we've got to shut up so that Stacey...
Including you, Mum.
So she wants to listen what's going on. It's important to her, right? Are you gonna say anything else, guys? Let me check. Alright, I think I found it.
I understand you, Prime Minister. We're very alike. If only Peter Clement had some more of my qualities and less of his own, eh?
I am nothing like you, Edwin.
Why?
You clearly haven't understood a thing.
Prime Minister?
You shouldn't be interning at Betterment, you should be being enrolled. Peter Clement was my best friend, and I wouldn't have changed one thing about him.
Oh.
Now piss off to your mother.
This is fascinating.
Mother?
Oh, 2 sugars, please, love.
I really think she's sick of it all. Right? Wait, good old days? Now we see something. I don't think we've seen this. But what was showing on TV then? Let's go back a little bit. Maybe it was time for the ads.
And we're out! You know, somewhere else in this building, in a tiny room, all by themselves, is a person called Alex Winston.
Oh.
Now, I would really appreciate it if you could get through 1 sentence tonight without making them reach for the bleep button every time you do. Do you think we could try that?
Alex and Winston can go fuck themselves.
Is it just me, or did that segment remind you of the good old days? What, like everything's spiralling out of control into some kind of tragic comic disaster?
Yeah, that. It's just like having him back in the chair.
Do you reckon he's watching us somewhere? Laughing. I think he is.
Jeremy, are you watching us?
Are you receiving us?
Are you fucking with us?
Oh, right. So she can swear?
Of course she can. Do we have anything else? I don't remember. Let me just quickly check it out. Alright, we heard a little bit of this, but let's hear the whole thing.
Go to the cinema.
You should get yourself a video recorder, like the one at the home.
Yeah, I've got a video recorder. It's just not the same, is it?
You're right, it's better. No unevens chatting and chewing all the way through.
Oh, what about a kiss and cuddle on the back row? Doesn't that happen anymore?
In public? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
Feeling better? Right you are. We've got to get set up for heat rash. I think Ronnie's on something.
I know he is. It was on his rider. Apparently it's medicinal.
Ronnie's always high. Give him orange juice.
My God, she speaks.
He's a stupid cunt.
And just like that, you wish she wouldn't.
Alright, got it. So I think we've seen everything we wanted. Disrupt, hack. I think there was just a logo, so nothing too interesting, no ads. Let's see if we have something about our family. An uppance come. Oh, what is this? You once again find yourself sitting inside Bozeman's office. Everything is pristine and orderly, just how the fastidious man likes it. Though it's rare for him to be late, the door opens behind you, just as you start to imagine the reasons why. Ah, Alex, thank you for waiting. It's been almost 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time, from the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. He pauses to look at you. You meet his gaze. And the work you've done in that time has been exceptional, not to mention your dedication and enthusiasm around the office. So, I'm delighted to inform you that you've been approved for a promotion. As of today, you will now be a senior broadcast engineer. Bozeman is beaming at you now. Thank you? Of course, in addition to the pay rise, the role comes with additional responsibilities and you'll have to work longer hours going forward. But you'll now be the primary engineer for weeknights, and in time we may even put you in charge of engineering more shows for Channel 1. You've a bright future ahead of you, Alex. Congratulations. He offers a hand to shake you, and you take it. Now, get back to work. Said with a smile, you're pretty sure he's joking. But it is Bozeman after all. So you thank him again and head back to your studio. You might be able to start working on other shows. What could the future hold? So we got a promotion. I suppose it's good. And another year. Of course, why not, right? What is this? A foregone conclusion. What is this about? Oh, New Year. Okay, Christmas. It's late. It's been snowing all day and unlike... Oh my god, do you see our apartment? It's completely different. Alright, and unlike everybody else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally you enjoy the snow, but today it's been nothing more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow you've got the day off and might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see the snow. When they were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since this happened though. The new place still doesn't quite feel as cozy, especially as you can't afford to put the heating on, but we have some money, right? Sam bustles in from the cold, carrying some groceries. I could use a hand, please. Lots of stairs from here to the car. Their arms are full and they're clearly struggling to get everything to the kitchen. But then, you have been at work all day and they've spent most of it at home, as usual. So she can't find any job. Oh, sorry, of course, I'll be right there. As you rush over to help them with their bags, Sam shoots you a grateful smile. I got most of it. There is a couple more left downstairs. You head out, getting most of the way to the lift before you remember it's out of order. When you grab the bags, you realize Sam has picked up everything to make fajitas, your favorite. Aw, that's nice. Clearly, it's not all bad. You forget the weather and the unpaid bills as you cook in your delightfully tiny kitchen, laughing together like you used to. For the first time since moving in, you think, as Sam flicks sour cream across the table at you, you're making happy memories again. Money isn't everything. That's good. I'm glad that we can be happy with our wife. It's promising. A time for reflection. Oh, okay. It's been over 13 years since your dad died. You've visited his grave a few times since then, normally during the times of stress, or when you're trying to figure something out, or when you just want some peace and quiet. Today is no different. You feel Sam's hand on your shoulder, giving you a reassuring squeeze. You're grateful that they're still here with you. Just having them by your side always seems to make things easier. The caw of Raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up, he's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. You're proud of the man he's now become. Susie, despite everything she's been through, is still a rock for the rest of you. She'll be a great mother to the twins. They could have found a more loving home. There have been a lot of arguments over the years, but you wouldn't change a thing. You're still amazed at how far your daughter has come. She's one of the best things in your life. To the twins, yeah, they couldn't have found a more loving home, so she adopted, clearly. You always had your ups and downs with Chris, but that doesn't mean they deserved. If you hadn't given them your passport, they'd be safe. And Sam was so happy about it at the time. The choices we make. The best laid plans. She may be in an albeit expensive care home now, but it's still comforting to know your mother is around, so she's still alive. That's amazing! Even if she barely recognizes you anymore, her presence is always reassuring. You could do with that now. You turn away and wander in the direction of the car. You can't control life, what happens, who lives and who dies. All you can do is keep going and see what gets thrown at you next. What is life if not a series of little decisions that define us, and we'll never know which ones would take us one way and which would bring us here. Alright, so basically only Chris had, you know, a bad ending, let's say. This is a broadcast, and I think this one should be the last one. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but I think this is it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was quite strange. Oh yeah, the finale. So we now see some advantages of advance because we heard Stacey's story, and I think it's important. But I honestly believe that one of the main takeaways of this game is that any radical thinking is dangerous. And there will be always benefits in one scenario and benefits in another one. But there should be balance, and it is very hard to find it. So I hope that I will see you next episode and we will finish this game and then enjoy some DLCs. Have a wonderful day. See you soon. Bye.